Do you not want to know how to get the Shadow Mantle in Deltarune Chapter 2? Well, you've come to the right place. I'm going to teach you how to get it. You do need to get S ranks in both of the video games, and the easiest way is to get all 4 collectibles. So the first collectible here is to move this blushing cactus over here. The second collectible is to do this vortex quiz. Here are the answers. You just get extra points for getting it right, but otherwise you're still getting that cue. Alright, that's the quiz. Next, you need to go get Lancer. You should have the power croissant by now, but if you don't, just go get it. It's right near the cactus field, so just stand on that button and Susie will get the Lancer for you. Alright, cool. Lancer's gonna go in your inventory. Now, before you get this one, I would recommend drinking from the oasis, because when you put Lancer in the water, he will clog up the oasis and you will be locked into a boss fight. Alright, there's your key, your second one. Alright, there will be a boss fight up ahead because you clogged up their oasis. You can do whatever you want here, it doesn't matter. Small epilepsy warning because I did speed it up. Alright, cool. You got the stone. Now if you go to the right, you find another quiz vortex. Alright, then you go up and you'll meet the Sphinx, and you have to put both the cues in his chest, I guess. Alright, you have to answer this guy's questions. You will get a rank for this, so I would recommend just following what I do. This first one is playthrough specific, so just a warning for that. Alright, these next ones, just follow exactly what I do and you'll get it correct. Alright, that's everything. So you can go get the key now. Alright, Susie does open up a way for you here. I don't know why I took the long way, but just go straight up towards the starting area and go inside the shop where your 4th key will be. Again, you do need the 4th key to be able to consistently get an S rank. Alright, next we got the cooking minigame. This one is pretty hard, so again, make sure to get all 4 keys. I would recommend practicing this first, just in case, because again, it is very hard. I don't know, I just find it really hard. You might not, so. Alright, here, as you can see, I should have gotten an A rank, but because of the extra key I got an S rank. Very nice. If you got 1,500 points, if you didn't get an S rank, you can go buy one. If you go down and around the corner in the green room. Alright, just go up in the green room towards the S rank room. Susie says it's a bathroom, so her and Ralph say they won't follow you. So it's just you. Just go up. This guy here will check your credentials. If you go to the right, you can find a Saber 10, which is a really good sword. It gives you the exact same attack that Susie has with the Devil's Knife in Chapters 2. Alright, I skipped her dialogue, but she basically says that the game you just played is Tenna's modified version, so she's going to let you get the original game, and Tenna doesn't want you to see this, so she's going to watch out for him. There's no controller, so just go outside and get one. Alright, now that you've got the controller, this part is pretty simple. Chris is going to plug in the controller now. Alright, cool. Up there, it'll say get to max level in that tunnel. So just follow exactly what I do. These guys are chill for now, so you can just pass through them. Alright, this is where I get confused. You're supposed to go left, but of course I check everywhere else except that. Alright, just go down and go where the old fan mail was. If you're an old school gamer, this might remind you of Legend of Zelda. You're only at level 1, but you can fix that. These guys do not respawn. You have murdered them. They're dead. You can't hit this guy because you're not level 2 yet. The blue guys will do nothing. The yellow guys will shoot arrows at you. If you're low on health, they might drop candy that you can eat to gain back health. And sunflowers, which you will see in the next room, will shoot fireballs at you. Alright, these are the last 2 enemies I have, and then I'll be at level 3. At level 2, I was able to break ferns and higher monsters. Now, I will be able to break cactuses at level 3. And it is cactuses, not cacti. Yeah. Don't try to fight that bird. You are not high enough level, and even at max level, it doesn't matter because you're at max level, so you don't need to fight him at all. Here's my last guy. Now I'm at max level. So if you followed the linear path, just follow where I go. I'm going to go back to the starting area just for simplicity's sake. Alright, over here in the tunnel, before it said get to max level, now it doesn't say anything. Alright, down, left, down, and one more down. You need to hit this specific tree. And there are many rooms that you do need to get through, so, because it really makes you feel like you're in the wrong place. If you get close enough to the palm trees, you will break 2 at a time. Some creepy music will start playing, but that's all you need to do. Now go on to the next game. Alright, just go on to the next game, and you are going to need to get an S rank. So you get a camera and 4 hints. Your first hint is Thorn in the Jungle. That's how you get that. Alright. I think the next one we got was half of a flower. So that's the one that'll be gotten. So you go down here. Susie will solve this puzzle for you. Tana will leave now because he's getting a radio signal. Susie will switch controllers now, and now you will play as Susie. The solution is pretty easy, but in case you want to know the solution, here it is. There's the solution right there. Alright. Don't go in there, that's just a distraction. Alright, here you get to choose whether you can take your controller back or whether Susie can play as you for a while. If you do play as Susie, you can pick up those flowers, but since I'm playing as Chris, I'll just take that picture of half a flower, and there's my second picture. Alright. That shell does nothing. Don't even try. You can throw it and break it as Susie. This puzzle's pretty easy. Just, if you're Susie, just do that. I don't know why you need help with that, but... Alright. The next hint I think the game gives you is red antline in the sand. You'll see what that means. So you go down and you see these spikes coming out of the ground. So make sure to take a picture of the red one. This might take longer for you. I just got pretty lucky. Alright, now you need to get Lancer. Just go down here from the starting area. It should be pretty easy to find. He is originally $999, 999 points, but you can take a picture of it to take him down to 9. Go back up, and you can go in this hot spring area, and he plays the little animation. Alright, just take a little picture of him and you'll be fine. Alright, you can go back in. Now that you have 4 pictures, just progress the story as normal. But on this raft, there are a few secrets you can find. If you go right instead of left, you can find a few guys like talking or something. I don't know what they give you. They say you do want to do a money-making game. I don't know what that means. Alright, if you keep going all the way, you can find this. You'll notice that one of the trees is different from the rest. Just take a picture and you'll be fine. Just go near it and press Z, and you found the Tropic of Love. It goes all rainbow and goes away. Alright, next is like this lawnmower minigame. I don't know, it's, you can get points from it. Just skip ahead a little if you don't want to see it, but definitely you could use the extra points if you wanted to. Also, this becomes important in the original game. Alright, I just finished and I got 390 points from this. Alright, next, if you go up, you'll find another secret, and this one's like, this is the main secret. He starts getting angry, and that's how you know you're going the right way. He says to Mike to cut the recording or whatever, and you're back here. Now, if you go up and go around the island this time, you can find this. This is also important in the original game. Alright, now you can just progress the story as normal. As you see, I also should have gotten an A rank here, but because of the extra Frodo, I got an S rank. Alright, when you go back, she says that Tenna's getting a little suspicious, so she'll have to keep a better eye on him. You can see that it says Blazer specializes in sword attacks. That's how you know you're doing it right. Go in, it'll do its no controller bullshit, but you have a controller this time, so just do whatever. Alright, navigating this one is way easier than the other one. Just keep going, and you can go up, and you can find the sword in one of the tunnels. Just kill everything. Just kill everything. That's what you gotta do. Alright, these are the last two things I gotta kill, and you have to get on this raft once you've killed everything, and you can go up. It's to the right of the starting area. You can go up the waterfall, and you find your way over here. Break the fern, because you're now at level 2, so you can do that, and go. Note, you can't break the green palm trees, like ever. The love area now has become rocks, showing that Tenna was the one that made that. You can go over to the lawnmower area, and there is a secret there. Sped it up a lot, because there's a... Alright, so you go down there, and it says, go to the Northern Lights. For anyone who doesn't know what the Northern Light is, it's the brightest star in the sky. Just keep going up. And you'll find this. There's no cuts this time. This is where you're supposed to go. All the way here. And go over. If you go to the left, there's a dead end, so don't even try. Break the fern. Alright, you can go in here and use your ice key. This part took me a few tries, and I'll be showing my winning attempt. If you don't want to be spoiled, go to this timestamp. Your ice key will be used up, and the person in the cloak will disappear. Someone will start talking to you here. I don't know who this is. But just keep going and you'll eventually find your way to a key. There's only one shelter in Deltarune. It is in the light world. That's all you need to do. Now just go progress the game as usual. She will say that Tenna is starting to be nosy, so the next one will have to be the last one. Just play the game as usual. Oh, and you can collect prizes from that person for getting S tiers. S ranks, I mean. Alright, I've skipped over a lot of the part. Okay, in this part, you might think that you have to just say that you love TV, but the guy will think that you don't mean it. So you actually need to fight this guy, and so the best thing to do is do volume up and then get your TP all the way up. It should only take you one try, but it took me two because I'm bad and got hit twice. Alright, now just press off button. Also, the check says that it's a useless analysis, so be in mind that this might put you on a weird route. So if you're doing pacifist, just end this now, because I'm fairly certain this puts you on a weird route. Alright, here's the end of the place that you're in now, so just keep going, and eventually you'll find Tenna. Alright, once he's done with all that spiel, you can go back up here. It'll be kind of snowy, which might be familiar. There's nothing here, just go back into the green room. Head up into the S rank room. Head up into the thing and you will find the person that was letting you in turned to stone. Alright, this will be the last game you play, and this is the hardest version. Alright, I was just exploring around for a bit, but eventually you should be able to find the sword. That is a cactus, it's not a gem. Small epilepsy warning because I did speed this up. Okay, eventually you will find the basement with the sword. It will take you out to the curtain. I was trying to break the curtain, but this happens. Yeah, I just killed Susie and Rouse. It was an accident, but I still did it. Alright, you go through all the way down. And you find a manhole cover. Go inside. Alright, this one is very hard, so I'm just going to show my winning attempt. Skip to this timestamp if you don't want spoilers. Alright, I'm at max level now, and I can just go down the thing. You will see a familiar face. He talks about Spamton and like how he was his friend until Spamton got a call from presumably Gaster, and he started like leaving this guy, and this guy, Tenna, he only was friends with Spamton, so Spamton could tell him how he was to be a big shot. Just kill him. You can go down to the bunker, or the shelter, I guess, and Chris will try to stop you from going. That's not me moving the thing away. Alright, this is a very hard boss fight, like a very hard boss fight. I'm just gonna show you my winning attempt because it's pretty hard. Alright, and that's how to beat it. Here, he'll just talk to you a little, and he'll say, get the Shadow Mantle. Alright, go ahead and take it. But you're too high up to reach. Notice there are some paths branching off, and you can get out of the game. If you go down, Chris will back away from you. Keep walking towards her, and then walk down. Then go up, and now Chris is tall enough to get it. There's a cutscene. She walks back on her own. You can pick that up again. Susie comes over, and she just jokes around. You can move whatever option, you can move your little guy, whatever option you're on, but I forgot to do that. Alright, that's it.